Alright guys, thanks for tuning in. Back at the workbench again with the TRX-4. I've got loads of videos to do on this thing. What I'm doing today is I'm going to open up these bottle covers. I'm going to check to see whether there's any grease in there. Also the diff cover, I'm going to check to see if there's any grease in there as well. I've done the front. This thing's brand new, but I've had a lot of people suggest that I should check it just in case. So I'm going to whip these off, have a look inside, and if there's needs any grease, I'll pack some grease in there. I've done the front, I've done the bottle cover and the diff cover, and there was grease in there. Not a lot, but enough grease in there to do the job, and I just put a bit more in. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do today. And then I might have a look at, I tell you what, I found this. I don't know whether this is right, but can you see that? How much play there is there. Now I know the front doesn't have any because we've got this panhard rod here, and this one hasn't got one. I just want to know if this is correct, guys. Someone let me know if this is okay for that to do that. I know it's got a 4-link system, and I've thought about how to take up that slack, or is it okay just to leave? Okay, so I'm going to have a look at that as well later on. And one other little thing, the drive shafts, which I'll show you when it runs, they tend to wobble a little bit, and I don't know whether this needs shimming up or something. If anyone else has got any ideas how I can stop this wobbling, as people would say change it, but I'm not going to change it unless it breaks. So that's what we're going to do. Apologise for the noise in the background, that's just my 3D printer, and there it is there working away. I'll show you if anyone's interested. This thing's fantastic. I'm just printing out some feet. So these things here, it's quite heavy, this table with everything on, so I've printed out, these are going to be some shock absorbers to keep it so all the energy and the noise, because when it moves there's a bit of movement back and forward. So, and this thing's been fantastic when I run it every day. No, I know it's another video, but and that's if people are interested, I've got a laser cover. This laser is going to go on top of there. I've actually fitted it, and I want to use it hopefully to print out. Oh, sorry, I'm going to use it to try and etch things in, like, I don't know, maybe etch writing or logos into things. That'd be quite interesting if I can do that. Maybe, look, maybe things like this. Might have to etch something in. I don't know, but that's what I'm hoping to do with the laser. Okay. Right, so back to this. I'll just pop this on this tripod and then we'll get cracking. But these ones are only in plastic, so they're coming out okay. Again, you can use a drill, but I'll be very careful because these are machine bolts going into plastic. Very small threads, so easy to strip. All these are the same size, so there's no need to worry. It's the first time, well, it's not the first time, but I've only just had a look about half an hour ago what's inside these covers, so, and there's not much in them, to be honest. So I'll pop it on the side. It's good enough. See, if they were longer, or even shorter, so you can get by. One thing to note, I'd probably look for some ball end ones. I don't think I've got any. There you go. Some ball end ones. because sometimes when you get in you need a bit of an angle. It's working, but it's just better with them ones. So just pop these out and have a look. And like I say, I've been meaning to do it since I've got this thing. I haven't had it long. It hasn't even been outside. What I'm going to do is I'm not planning to take this out until I'm happy with everything. I'm checking everything out. I've got the gearbox to look at, not in this video, but I'll have a look at the gearbox. There's my printer just finished. It's a lot quieter. I would say a 3D printer is a good investment for anybody using RC. It's so versatile to make things. I mean, I can't say, I'll show you in a moment. Plastic things which I've got all my tools hanging up. Racks, you can make your own. Just fantastic. Parts which break, you can make them if you're any good with CAD, or somebody's probably already done it. Okay, so they're off now, so I'm just going to hold on to it, lift it back upright. Just going to check, see if you can see that okay. I'll just zoom in a little bit. Okay. I think that's not too bad. Should be able to see that. Okay. I'll try not to move it. I think I've took them all out. It's a bit snug. I don't think I've taken all them out. Oh, there's one more there. One more left in. This is where the ball end ones would be coming, because you're slightly angled over about 5 degrees, and but you can get away without it. Okay, so that one's out. Just back up. Just check the camera again because I've moved it. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. That's zoomed in. I think that's the blade actually. I'm going to zoom out a bit. Okay. Comes off nice and easy. There you go. Okay, do I can see that? Some grease in, not much. Probably enough, barely enough to do the job. So what I'm going to do is just set that aside. How that comes out is there's an Allen key. I take the Allen key out, take the hex nut off, and then you can slide that shaft out. And there's also a pin runs along, pretty simple. Bearing this side, big bearing that side, and a bearing in there, so there's 4 bearings in there. This just pulls out the drive shaft, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to take it out, it comes out this way. Right, grease. Let me zoom back out again. Okay, that's better. Grease I'm going to use is I've got silicone grease, and I've also got some multi-purpose grease which I've just filled in these tubs, so I'm going to not use that. I'm going to use this multi-purpose grease, so this stuff here, and then I want to get myself the scalpel, get a bit of grease on, slap it in, and get it all the way on them gears. I know I should take the old grease out, but I'm not going to do that. I'm trying to get the grease turned in. It'll work itself into all the little nooks and crannies. I'd rather have a bit too much in than not enough. I mean, as long as there's space for it to move around. It's high melting point grease as well. Don't think it'll make any difference, so they're not going super quick. So that'll do for that. Just put a little bit on them cogs there, on them teeth. These are metal teeth as well. I don't know what type they are, they're just metal teeth. And when this goes back, it's going to squish all the little bits out. Bearing looks okay. I mean, really, it's brand new, so I'm not going to take the bearings out and check them. If you guys have got any comments, I might take it off from here, this part, and then get some grease packed in there. But for now, this is going to have to do. I don't think there's any problem there. Just wangle it in. Perfect. Pop that grease away, and then we'll get the first ones in the bottom. And I'm putting these plastic bolts back in, or Allen screws. It's going into plastic, so, and these are super fine threads. So what I like to do is just go backwards a bit. If you go like anti-clockwise, you'll feel it just click in. Because if you don't, you might put a new thread in the plastic, so that'll weaken it, because you're going to have two threads in the place of one. It'll just cut its own thread in again. But really, I'm just doing these up loose, just finger tight, just to hold it. I'll go back to them, pop it over to there. Just check the let's go zoom in a little bit. Okay. Could use a drill to do this, but I'll probably I might speed it up, I don't know. So I'm just going to get one in. I'm just looking at the gap. There's about 0.5 millimeter gap, and just see it nip up gently, and then I'll pop all the rest in now. Just before I nip it, I'll just turn it, see it moving. Also, you can turn the drive shaft. It's good. Pop the rest. Turn it over. Okay, and then what I'll do is, that's gone off now. Just turn it on. Okay. And then we'll just turn it over. There you go, there's the drive shafts, which look pretty crap. Wobbling all over. So if anyone knows any reason how I can fix this, it looks like this is up and down, so I might have to take this off and put a brass shim in to keep it central. Probably the same on this side as well, because that looks bad, that's crap. Trying to get my nails in there, it's a little bit tight, there it is. Okay, so that's cover, it's got grease in. You can see where there's no grease and where there is grease being. and then inside, that's it guys. There's grease in there, mainly on the, this is actually plastic. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put grease all the way in, all the way down here. I'm going to fill these up, fill all this up. So there's a selector for the cable which just slides that back and forward. These are plastic, but when it feels like metal, but it's not, it's plastic. So we're going to get some grease and we're going to pack this out. Let's see if we can zoom in that. Okay, I think you can see that okay. In fact, if I move it back a little bit more, that might be better. Now the bumper's in the road. Oh man, this sucks. Okay. Okay, that'll have to do. Can't do no more. That'll have to do just till I get sorted. See that? Not a very good picture, but get this packed up. Some grease in there. I think a lot of people have, these have been out a while now, these TRX-4s, and I think Traxxas must have been sending some out the early days with not so much grease in, because people have been saying that there's no grease in at all. I know it looks like I've got a lot in there, but it's alright. There's loads of space. Fill all them little gaps. So if water does try and get in, it's going to give it a bit more waterproof ability. So turn them a bit. Just trying to fill the teeth up. Ideally it'd be nice to have an oil filled one, but I don't think oil's going to stay in there because there's no rubber O-ring going round. You could make a one, I suppose, but then again it's going to come through this side and might affect the bearings and everything. I don't know. So this will have to do. I suppose if you keep doing this regularly, as long as the grease stays clean and you don't abuse it too much, it should be okay. It looks like I'm putting loads in, but I'm not putting that much in, to be honest. It's just because it looks like it's zoomed in. But get it all in there. That's better. I'm happy with that. Okay. Done. So wipe. So now we'll look for that cover. Okay, which way does that go back on? It's going to force loads out, but there you go. It doesn't force a great deal out. Just a little bit. It's gone down okay. There's no like hydraulic or anything like that. So we'll get these screwed back up. Hold on. Why won't that go in? They're the right holes. They look bigger. Ah, that's why. Have I put the right bolt in? These ones are all the same size, by the way, so you don't have to worry too much. There's a little bit of hydraulic going on there, I think. But I'm going to wind it up and see what it's like. See if it pulls in alright. Not pushing the case off, nah, it's fine. Just finger tight. Cool. So if you do put a bit too much in, as long as you've got little gaps, it's going to find its way into all the little nooks and crannies, and then it's going to force its way out other ways. As long as the cover goes back okay without it'll just push it out the road. Okay. Okay guys, I hope you like this video. It wasn't too boring for you. What I'm going to be doing next in the next video is wipe this grease off. In the next video I'm going to be doing the transfer box and the 2-speed transmission. Going to open that up and have a look. I've got a good feeling that there's going to be stuff in there, but unless you open it you can't tell. So I'm not going to risk it. It does sound a little bit, it sounds a little bit noisy, and that just could be down to the way things are. But I'm going to get it packed with grease. That should quieten it down a little bit. So all I'm going to do is button this up now, and that's that done. It's all working. It feels like silk butter. It's just nice and smooth. There's no grinding. I can't feel any teeth at all. Just before we go, I've got this thing here, this spline. Let me just put the camera back down a second and just so when I've done the back one, it was sticking. So as you can see on there, that's nice and free, but if you turn it, oh, that's sticking now. Turn it again, that's sticking, that's loose, that's loose, 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 that one. So same position, that's sticking there now, so that one's quite sticky. So what you want to do to make it a bit better is just try that's sticking. Try a few different positions. So yeah, that's not bad. I don't know about putting anything on there because it might soak and expand. But yeah, obviously you want that to move as you go back and forward, so you want that to do that. Okay guys, I'm just going to button this last one up. If you like this video, please like, please subscribe. Keep tuned for other videos what I've got coming down the line. It's going to be more on this TRX. Like I said, I've done the front, put a new servo on. I'm doing a lot of work with the body, get the body looking better, and that's where we are so far guys. Thumbs up if you like it. Cheers. What I've done then, I've put grease in all the 4 portal hubs and also the both put them in these diffs, yeah. And one thing I've just found out is if you just have a watch of this, notice it's drive shafts, that one's nice and straight and that one's still wobbling. Now that one was the same as that one. Now I thought it was these main pin hubs here. If I put just a marker on it and hold it, it's about 1mm or half a millimetre up and down. This one, about the same. So as you can see, that one looks pretty good. But what I've done is I just turned these splines a little bit. Maybe it was just by luck, I don't know, so I'm going to mark it up now. I'll put a little mark on there just so I know where I'm at. and I'm going to try to do the same with that one. Yeah, just thought you might want to see that. So that's that sorted. What I've done, I'll just spin it up and show you. Just have a watch of this shaft. Nice and steady. That's pretty. Can't ask for no better than that. It's a little bit out there, but in the centre where it joins is perfect. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. So what I've done, just by chance, this centre spline, which you can turn, I just turned it 2 notches, tried it again, and it's about... Sorry about that, just before. Just by chance, every 2 turns I tried it again and I hit on this one. So I've marked it up. Just so, I mean, that'll come off the marks, but just so you know, what I might do is get a little scratch it a little bit, so I know where that's. But now you know how to do that. You can just do that, and it makes a difference. I've done the front one, not quite as good, but it's a lot better, a million times better. As you can see, the front one's out a little bit still. I think that's down to this end, but as you can see, when it's spinning fast, I like sort of. It's not as good as that one, but it doesn't look out of place. But before it was just shaking all over the place. Happy with that. So you might want to. I mean, I've just noticed that somebody might have already done it. I don't know. Just thought you might want to be interested in that. The grease in these seems to have quietened it down a lot. It's a lot smoother. Also, you notice other things which are out. This tyre's out. That tyre's out. That tyre's out. That one's not too bad. So again, I'm not really bothered because of crawler. But I'll probably either buy these rim locks, what they're called, bead locks, and use these tyres for that, or I might get different tyres. I don't know. Quite like these tyres. Anyway guys, I just thought you might be interested in that. It's going okay. I have a little drive around in it, and it seems to be a lot quieter in second gear. First gear is still noisy. That'll just be the gearbox and the transfer box. I'm going to pull that apart, re-grease that up in the next video, so keep tuned for that. Some things I've got coming is another one of these, because I wanted a fan on it. This does really help, but I've got one with a fan on, and I can't remember whether I've got one of these coming. You know, the ones that look like an engine, something, I don't know, just what it looks like. But I need to get rid of these cable ties and screw it down to this. I haven't figured it out yet. My winch is working great. There's the transmitter's underneath. Need to have a look at these shockers, because one of them's a bit sticky. That one's alright. Front's a lot stickier. Same oil, if you pump it a little bit, it goes back to being soft. But it's alright. Just need to have a look at that. I think that's it. The other things I've got turning up to do jobs on is going to be I've got a Bluetooth thing coming, so we'll have a look at that and have a little play with that. I've also got some mesh for the windows, back windows and things like that, some tools. So when I do take the wheels off, I'll be using my OCD balancer. This is mainly for me planes, props, but obviously you can balance tyres with that. Not so much balancing doesn't bother me, so I'm not going to be doing high speed, even though I've got a quick 110 car there. It's mainly to get it true, so I can put it on there and get it true. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and thumbs up. Thanks guys.